This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the PremiereTrade Market Wrap.
This is the Market Wrap, and I'm Jack Lott here on the James Dix Financial Network. The Labor Department reported that new applications filed for jobless benefits rose by a seasonally adjusted 12,000 to 346,000. It was a larger increase than expected. In one last look back, the government said that the U.S. economy grew at a 4.9% annual pace in the third quarter. That's the fastest growth in 4 years. Conference Board's index of leading economic indicators fell for the third time in 4 months in November, signaling an increasing risk of a U.S. recession. The LEI fell a greater than forecast 0.4% after declining 0.5% in October. Japan's central bank chief said that his country's economy is slowing due to weakness in housing investment and cautious corporate sentiment, just hours after the bank left its benchmark interest rate at 0.5%. He also said that the risk of an economic slowdown in the U.S. has increased. Dell announced that it will purchase CIT Group, 30% stake in Dell Financial Services, for $306 million in a move to buy out the remainder of the financial services company. Boeing announced that it signed an agreement with India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, targeting the transfer of more than $1 billion of new aerospace manufacturing work to India. In Forex news today, the yen rose against the euro and the dollar on bets that a widening credit market loss and slowing economic growth will erode demand for higher yielding assets funded by borrowing in Japan. Japan's yen advanced against all of the 16 most actively traded currencies on speculation that investors reduce so-called carry trades. Japan's currency briefly extended its advance against the dollar after China's central bank raised interest rates for a sixth time this year to quell inflation. The Canadian dollar hit a three-week high against the U.S. currency amid speculation central banks will be successful in reviving lending among banks. The currency strengthened beyond $1 for the first time in 2 weeks as the cost of borrowing in Europe fell for a third day. And the dollar was bolstered against the pound and the euro after the head of the European Central Bank warned rising inflation was likely to last longer than expected. The euro's drop came even as consumer sentiment in Germany, the 13-nation Eurozone's biggest economy, unexpectedly increased. Scheduled economic reports coming out on Friday include personal income and spending, core PCI price index, and the December consumer sentiment report. In earnings news today, Bear Stearns Company said a bigger than expected write-down in its mortgage portfolio caused the first quarterly loss in the company's 84-year history. The fiscal fourth quarter loss was $859 million. That equates to $6.90 a share. FedEx Corporation earned $479 million, or $1.54 a share, for the 3 months ended November 30th, compared with $1.64 a year ago. Rite Aid said its loss attributable common shareholders was $93 million, or 12 cents a share, for the 3 months ended December 1st. Analysts were looking for 7 cents. And Carnival Corp., the world's largest cruise operator, said fiscal fourth quarter net income fell 14%, hurt by higher fuel prices and other expenses, but results beat analysts' expectations. Some of the earnings out on Friday. It's a weekday. Walgreens, Circuit City, and Main Street Equity Corporation. Stocks in the news today. Pier 1 Imports narrowed its fiscal third quarter net loss to $10 million, or 11 cents a share. That from 83 cents a share just a year ago. Standard Microsystems' fiscal third quarter net income jumped to 81% to $8.7 million, or 36 cents a share. And Nike's second quarter profit rose to $359.4 million, or 71 cents a share. That from 64 cents last year. That's the market wrap on a Thursday. I'm Jack Lott, and this is the James Dix Financial Network.